Car stereotypes. I know you've heard of them, and I know you've thought plenty of things about people when you're driving down the road and someone cuts you off in traffic or flies down the road at twice the speed limit in a car that shouldn't be doing twice the speed limit. So, this might get us canceled.
Yeah. My name is Evo.
I'm Aiden.
And you're watching God Knacks.
First of all, I want to talk about Jeep.
Oh boy. You're about to piss off every
You know who
21-year-old white girl in the...
You go and buy a Wrangler. Yep. That's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, Sahara, Rubicon.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what it is. But then you think it's necessary for when you take it, never take it off-road, you think it's necessary to stick 35-inch tires to 37-inch tires on your Jeep Wrangler or on your what's that, the truck one called?
Gladiator?
The Gladiator, your Wrangler. You stick 37s or 35s on it, and you have them go out about this much past your fender.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good, but you guys can't stay in your lane, which means you're basically trampling over any other car that is smaller than you, which is smaller than every other car on the road.
What's the demographic of people that drive?
Blonde females.
Really? What age range?
Well, it depends on how much money their dad makes.
What do you mean?
Well, a high schooler could be driving one of them, or just a typical... Well, there's also the middle-aged male category who actually uses their Jeeps for off-roading, which those people I respect. I'm talking more about the people who drive them as, broke man G-Wagons and stick massive tires on them and almost run over every other car on the road.
And they go to UNLV and park in the parking garage and take 2 spots up?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know who you are. You know exactly who you are.
But if you drive one and you actually off-road it, good for you. I respect that. So yours?
My first one, it's going to hit home for Aiden. Actually, my first 2 are going to hit home for Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
First one is, damn Tesla drivers. I feel like you're all the same. I just feel like you're better than everybody else.
We are.
I mean, I saw a picture of somebody driving their Model X while wearing the Apple Vision Pro.
That's a Tesla driver for you.
While laying back.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, what is wrong with you people? Like, I get the car drives itself, but are you stupid?
Well, I don't do that.
Well, I'm not saying you specifically because you just got the car, so you have some time to cook in. But if everybody else that does it, why?
I'm surprised you weren't harping on the fact that we think we have to be first in trapfic.
I'll get to that in a second.
We jump the
I'll get to that in a second. They also don't know how to drive in traffic. They're either gonna ride your butt, or they're gonna be the slowest car there, and they're only gonna inch up. If it's traffic, they're gonna inch up, even though there's like 18-wheelers length between the cars.
Because our insurance raises our rates if we get a forward collision warning. We have to keep distance. That
sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Not a joke.
Listen, we just need to move on to the next one because...
But if you don't want to be tailgated, don't go so slow in the left lane.
Oh, trust me, I don't.
Right, so you...
Which will get me to my second thing, because it doesn't matter how fast you go in the left lane, they'll tailgate you.
You just want to hop into your...
No, you go ahead.
My next one is Lexus. You people are great.
You're about to piss everybody off.
No, Lexus drivers are great. You made a sensible purchasing decision on a reliable car brand with roots from Toyota, another very reliable car brand, one of the most reliable car brands on the planet.
It's just boring.
But they're boring. You are so boring. You picked the most middle-of-the-road luxury car ever. And maybe you did it for reliability. Maybe you did it for... You definitely didn't do it for price, because those things are the same price as every other German luxury brand. So you didn't do it for price, but you picked it for luxury and reliability and middle-of-the-road speed.
So let me pose a question here. Why would you go buy a 2004 Lexus LS 430 that's never going to break, never going to have problems, it's always going to work? Let me give you the alternative. You could also go spend around the same, maybe a little bit less money on a V12 Mercedes S-Class.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, will it be bulletproof reliable like the Lexus?
Probably not.
Probably not, but it is a V12 S-Class. And so when it does work, you could act like you're a baller in 2024. My next one, it's going to be another thing that's going to hit home for this guy. BMW owners. Oh, you guys are a certain kind of breed of degeneracy. Like I said earlier, It doesn't matter how fast you could be going in the left lane. You could be doing 120 miles in the left lane. There's going to be Jackson in his 2019 330i with
No, it's worse. It's
85,000 miles already on
usually
it.
a 2014 328.
320 with the N20. And he is going to be right here. But somehow,
Yeah.
that N20 is going to be screaming on its last legs.
And those are not reliable motors.
And you're sitting there going above the speed limit. But to Jackson, that doesn't matter. Because if you're in front of him, you're slow.
And to give credit to what you're saying, they're not reliable. So a BMW owner like myself, oh, the new B48s, B58s, and S58s are so reliable.
You're the same guy that proceeded to tell me these are bulletproof engines.
Yeah, they're not.
Never will have problems. To be fair, though, they are good engines. Like, this
They're
is probably
solid. This is a really weird case. This typically is.
Well, no. Valve stem and BMW engines go hand in hand. Like, that's
yeah,
the thing.
but you don't usually hear about this on the B48. This is a problem.
Oh, yeah. B48, sure. But I'm the N63.
Oh, yeah.
62.
No, 100%.
They're all in that line of valve stem seals.
So,
But no, I'm just trying to make the point that with BMW owners, there's like two different kinds. They're either really cool people that like sharing their car, not about you, or they're just like crazy people. Like, all they care about is how fast their M340i is, and you can't stop talking about how they put a downpipe and a tune on it, and now it's faster than an M4, and it's bulletproof. And it's like, dude, who cares? Like, drive your car. They're cool cars. Just drive your car. But no, they got to post up at a car meet, and all they talk about is how, oh, I just need a downpipe and a tune, and I'm at 700 horsepower. Okay.
next, Nissan. You drive a car with 130 horsepower. You don't need to be doing 130 miles an hour down the I-15.
That's true.
It's not a race car. Drive it like a Nissan. It's not a GTR. It's an Altima. It's not that big of a deal. For the love of God, slow down. That's all I have to say about Nissan drivers. Oh, and stop cutting up traffic. Whether you're in a Nissan or an Infiniti, stop cutting up traffic. It's distasteful.
Dude, I don't care if you drive an Altima from 2001 or an Altima from 2023. They're the same thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing, and they're just as bad. Just stop. They're not cool anymore, other than the GTR, which is getting to a point where it's old.
What's that now? They killed it. My next one's Mercedes, and I have personal experience in this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got some.
We feel like we own the road.
I'll be honest with you, I don't run into many bad Mercedes drivers.
Oh, that's because most Mercedes drivers around here in Vegas are older folks that lease their S-classes and just do drive normally. And then you have degenerates like me that drive clapped out E55s that are a menace to society. See, I'm coming to a realization. It's the first step of admitting you have an issue is getting to that problem. And I'm there.
Oh, you're there, all right.
But no, Mercedes drivers, they're either people that are like older, lease their cars, they just drive in the right lane slow, or they're just complete a-holes like me.
Oh, 100%.
That just like tailgate you and
Oh yeah.
abuse the road. I mean,
I don't run into many like crappy drivers or like aggressive drivers from Mercedes, but there is occasions where a GLA wants to ride me or a C-Class wants to ride my tail. Next is Porsche.
oh, okay, you have fun with this. I'm gonna sit here.
You don't have to talk about this one. Your car is cool. I'll give you that. Like, BMW owners want to be you. Absolutely. But your 911 is not the be-all, end-all of vehicles on the road. There is about 20 other cars I'd rather have than a 911. It's been the same body style for the last 100, or what's it now? 100 years?
No.
No, not even close, like 60. So the last 60 years, it's been the same body style. That's not a problem because it's pretty iconic.
My next one's gonna be interesting. My next one is the Subi gang. Specific to WRX gang.
Vape Nation.
Vape Nation. There's a reason they banned vapes. It's not because it's hurtful for you. It's because Subaru drivers were just vaping in their cars and causing
They had to stop breeding Subaru drivers, so they stopped vaping.
It's just the WRX people are like similar concept again. I'm gonna say to like some of the other ones I've talked about. They modify their cars super loud, and then they think they're the fastest thing on the road. and there's just a bunch of smoke coming out from
I
inside.
was about to say until they blow their head gasket.
Yeah, that's a problem. Head gaskets are a problem for those cars. And you just think you drive the best car. When in reality, it's like, bro, your interior is crappy for the price you're paying. Like, I would never buy an STI over a Focus RS.
And your manual transmissions are really not that good.
Well, they also offer them with the CVT. If you buy a WRX with a CVT,
My last one is Dodge. Now,
this one could be interesting because there's so many different
things. So I'm gonna go through them quickly. If you drive a 2005 Dodge Caravan, you're always going slower than the flow of traffic in the left lane, and you're usually above the age of 70 years old. And most of the time, your window regulators don't work.
Damn, that's specific.
If you drive a 5.7 Dodge Durango, Dodge Charger, or Dodge Challenger, it's either because you couldn't afford the Hellcat version or you couldn't afford the Scat Pack. If you drive the Scat Pack version, slow down and stop trying to race people. Everyone can cap you. There's no reason to act like that.
What is the credit score of people that buy Scat Packs?
I don't know that.
Well, you know, Dodge actually puts the credit score's number on the side of the car, 392. That's the owner's credit score.
He said it, not me.
It's true. Just look it online. It's a meme. But yeah, I know what you mean. The Scat Pack people, the cars are cool. They sound cool. But why do you have to race everybody? My last one's very interesting because it's going to be Volvo. I really want to talk about a car company that's had a fall off. Like,
I think the new Polestars are cool. They're cool looking.
We're not talking about Polestar. We're talking about
It's a Volvo subset.
I know, but it's technically...
Okay, Volvo.
Yeah, Volvo. Why would you go buy an XC90 or an XC60? I've heard they're horrible reliability-wise.
Yeah, I've heard they're not great on reliability, and the X.
Oh, and guess what? You can't go faster than 100 miles an hour. All of them are limited to that now. You know about that?
No.
Yeah, you can't do that. But Volvo people are just stuck on the fact that, I have the most reliable car from the 80s.
Or safest.
There's a lot more we could have talked about.
No, those 10 are pretty spot on. Volvo is not something I expected, but those 10 were pretty spot on.
Well, let us know if we're wrong or if we're right. I can already see the comments.
And if we offended you, we're sorry.
It's the internet. Get over it. All right.
All right. Thanks for watching.